right, so the market is closed for the week since it is closed on Friday. It will resume on Monday, but for now, let's take a look at MSTY and see where we're at today. Hello, my friends, this is Legend. So just wanted to do a video just to see where MSTY is at. Are we hitting any kind of supports or resistances today? So let's just take a look. Okay, so here we are on the Weeble chart, and I've got MSTY pulled up right now, and we're keeping that red dotted line as our support line. And we did have a nice green candle today. We're up to $21.23. Love it. Glad to see it back in the $21 range. Hopefully it can stay there and keep on going. That's music to my ears. So let's just take a look to see what the charts are trying to tell us now. So as you can see, I've got this little blue line right here, and it's right at the top of that candle from today. But you can also see that it also hit it right here. It also somewhat touched here, and looks like it bottomed on the bottom end of that line for this candle as well. It did break up above it, but then fell back down. So I think this line right here might be some type of resistance line. But to better understand that, we can look at MSTR and see if it's also showing some kind of resistance at this point where it's at today. So here we are on MSTR. Now I made a orange line for this one, and as you can see, the top of that wick, we got that line, and it touched it here, it touched it here, it touched it here, and here. So it has been knocking on the door of this roughly was at $319, almost $320 range right there. We'll just round it to right at 320. Looks like it's just knocking on that door and just keeps getting rejected. Now hopefully we can eventually break through that and MSTR can continue on moving. But if not, it's going to get rejected and it's going to move on back down. Now, these two blue lines that we're showing here, this blue line here and this blue line down here, is the range that we've been running within. As you can see, that's where the top of it was here, and this is about where the bottom is. It hit it here and here. So I'm using this as the main support line and this one up here as the main resistance line, and that's giving us our range that it's working within. Now, short term, looks like we have another one's possibly starting to form here. As you can see, it did hit here, 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 right? So there's several points where it is hitting up against this 320 line under that 344.50. So this may end up being our new resistance line, and therefore the range will get tighter. And if it keeps getting tighter, hopefully maybe this line can start moving back up to here or something like that. I mean, you know, if you drew a line right here and say, well, it touched here, it touched here, it touched here, and it touched over here, and it touched over here. You could even draw something like that. And just for fun, let's just go ahead and do that. And we'll draw us a line right there. And we'll make that same little orange line, because that might be a little bit of a weak support and a weak resistance. But you can see, as far as on the resistance side, we've showed several times where it's hit. And on that support line, you can see where it hit here, hit here, hit here, hit here, and hit here. So this might be a little bit more of the range, the tighter range that it's working within. It is going outside of it, but then getting brought back into it. The question is will it break out or will it break down? I do like the fact that the MACD, we are getting a little bit more momentum. You can see we got 2.16, and then the next one we got 3.33. And I'm looking at this little green number right here whenever hovering over these bars right here. That's at 2.61 and 3.33. So the momentum is increasing. That's good. We've got the volume candles right here. And you can see that volume candle of being 12.8 million and this one being 13.5. So ever so slightly, it is more volume. it is more momentum, and the RSI 14's at 54. So it's not overbought. So that's kind of interesting to see. We are at the top of that resistance line. It would be great to see if we can break this on through. But of course, we won't know until Monday, because Friday is a holiday and the markets will be closed. So as far as I know, everything is shut down and stopped. And it shall pick back up Sunday night for Webull. You'll get your overnight trading starting to happen at Sunday night, and then you'll get your pre-market trading to start at 4 a.m. and then the regular market will open at 9:30 on Monday. So love to see the fact that MSTY did have a nice green candle today. We are moving up. Love to see it, and it's a good feeling, right? It's a good feeling, because you look at SPY, and SPY is still coming down, but that's okay because our MSTY is going on up. So let me know what you think. Are you excited? I know I am. I know you are too. We've been waiting to see if we can get MSTY back up in that $21 range. Now let's just see if it can chip away at that resistance line right here and see if we can't break through that and go up and test that 23.50. It's actually 23.42, but I'm just rounding the numbers. We get up there, test that, and bust through that, and let's move this thing on back up. I'd love to see that happening. Not saying it's going to happen, but I would love to see it happen. So I think I'm going to wrap it up right there. If you don't mind, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button if you appreciate this kind of content. And as always, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before you get into any stock plays. And until next time, legend out.